Since I have a lot of film ahead to make myself comfortable in front of the camera, I decided why not to show you everyday stuff, like my workshop. You know how some childhoods leave you with trauma? Well, mine left me with high standards also. A house, a garden, a workshop. My grandparents are to blame. My granddad had a modest workshop in the garage. Oh, sorry, I'm being indecent. He wasn't making something grand, just kept tools sharp, in order, and he made lovely trims for window sills and roof. But for little me, it was a cave of wonders. Smelled sawdust, it was gloomy and full of mystery. And again, I was a kid, like a small kid, so I wasn't allowed to touch a lot, but still, I was there almost all the time. And instead of, these gender roles, obviously, in older generation, my grandmother, she usually cooked or was in the garden, tending the plants, but granddad, most of the time, he was busy in the garage or with the car or chopping, wood for, well, we didn't have fireplaces, for the wood oven. So I spent a lot of time with granddad, again, busy with him, doing this masculine work. It was amazing. Loved it very much. Anyway, fast forward to adult life. The house unfortunately was sold. I rented flats, no space, no garage, no workshop, nothing to do, projects. In London flat, I was doing stuff on the floor in a living room, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's just what it is, what it was. In the living room, I had my paintings with paints, I had my sewing stuff, fabric stash, I had computer. There was a gaming computer at some point. It was quite busy in terms of functions, quite busy room, and it was absolutely uncomfortable, but alright, it happens. Fast forward, now I have workshop. Why not to show you, right? My brushes. The house is 160 years old. I've been told by the sellers that it's 150, but I was in the archives, in the Kent archives, because I need to be secret about the place where I live. So I've been in the archives, and I figure out by the looking at the old maps and all the stuff that they have there. I believe, I don't remember particular year, I think they have books, like parish books from 80s, 60s, also maps dated this kind of years. I've seen the house on these maps, but unfortunately I don't know about numbers and they don't know about numbers, because maybe at that time number system, like street number system, wasn't introduced. So anyway, my point is, from what I've gathered, this place under the house was stables, maybe not for a whole herd, but just a couple of horses, or maybe it was for a carriage. But again, I need to dig deeper into the archives and search for this. But again, it's not a fancy house, it's not a nobility house anyway. It's just, I've been told that the horse master lived there, and here. And yeah, probably horses lived here, or maybe a carriage, maybe horses, I don't know. Anyway, I would like to think that horses lived here. And yeah, you can see tiles everywhere, these lovely Victorian tiles. just because to make this place easy to clean. Also, the previous owners, they made a ceiling and they made a floor, so I can make noise here and nobody in living areas can't hear me. So when we moved here, this place became a dumping ground for our previous lives. I did some cutting and sanding here, but, well, to be honest, it's just looked like a hoarder's den. After some time, we cleaned it up and I started to work on the workshop, making the space work for me. So let me show you what I've done so far, because I'm quite proud of myself, to be honest. The metal shells were salvaged from Anton's study. He hated them, but I found them useful. Install them on the wall helped, let's call him Bruno, and we don't talk about Bruno. They mounted to the wall, so I have free space underneath. Theoretically, I can climb them. But it's a health hazard, so don't do that. So what I have here, it's wood and wood-related materials. I have old wood from the house. I can't throw. Yes, I'm a little bit of hoarder, so I can't throw it out. I just can't, because it's wood, right? I love this material. Love work with it. It's warm. It's cozy. It just makes my life better. A lot of wood scraps from house renovation I just keep here. But don't think this is not useful. No, it is very useful. So what I have from materials, well, obviously, my lovely friend, Odis oil, not just ordinary Odis oil, but super duper everlasting oil, because it kind of penetrates very deep, and I like to put it on and then to use Odis packs, and it's just the perfect protection for at least my stuff and how do I work with furniture. Some epoxy, some wood filler, Mirka 1500. This is for polishing, so I use it with one of Odis products and put it on with that. Sandpaper, my wonderful friend Sander here as well. Wood glue, I'm sorry about that, it disrupts the view on the half of my wonderful metal shelves. But these things, these are doors, but they're so heavy. I don't know, maybe what they put in there, like lead? Because unfortunately these things made from cardboard, they were damaged while shipped to us, because for some reason company that made them doesn't know anything about protection of very weak spaces that corners are. I won't tell you the name of the company, but just beware. Moving on. I'll hear Henry, I'll hear Henry. Here is not anything exciting, to be honest. It's just shelves with stuff from their house renovation, like a lot of paints, a lot of different stuff, just in case. And here, as you can see, my attempt to be organized. It's quite handy to keep tools like that. I don't have much, but still, I lost them all the time. And to have that dedicated home, I do recommend. If you don't have something like that, I do recommend. It's amazing if you know how to put tools back. I know a lot of people who don't. The table saw. Maybe it's called somehow else, but I call it the table saw. I don't know. I convinced myself to buy this beast when I realized that we have to replace some skirting boards. I like it very much. It's very loud. This sounds so scary. I'm really jumping when I start cutting. It's just, I really like to have it. It's just my toy and the biggest tool that I have, I assume. Yeah, it's the biggest tool. And nothing says serious workshop if not a tool that can cut your fingers off. It's fun to be an adult sometimes. And now we're getting to the less heavy-duty crafting area. This original Calyx, yes, from IKEA, not copied by Argus, served me very well in the living room, in London flat. My tastes, well, evolved or finally emerged after interior design course, and I don't want to see it in living area in the house. So I found a new purpose for it, for sewing stuff, little crafting stuff, and paints. Don't get me wrong, I lived in countries where IKEA was the peak, the dream, the best, decent, affordable furniture. I have a privilege now to live in Kent, to live where a lot of vintage and antique shops are. They sell stuff quite cheap. I have this access to that kind of furniture, and I don't know, I think I can finally heal my trauma. I have some problem with Bauhaus ideas, I have problem with Le Corbusier ideas and their styles. There are a lot of things that I hate, but I was raised among them. And, well, I like something with details and character and, I don't know, more solid wood I like. And now I have this privilege and have access to it. It's not expensive. Again, in this region, in Kent, it's quite affordable furniture. But return to Calyx. It's okay. I like Calyx in my workshop. But if you have inserts or drawers, Calyx drawers, please, I beg you, just replace the handles, because original handles are absolute crap. I don't know I'm sorry, who is the designer of these handles. I know you had to do something cheap. Probably they are what they are. I replace with these little nice handles that I bought from someone on eBay. Now it has some character. Please do that. Embrace your individuality in your space, even with Calyx. It changes everything. Speaking of bees and honey, guess how much I paid for this mate? This is solid wood Welsh cabinet, and I paid for this 20 or 30 quid. Can you imagine? For me, it was unthinkable before I moved to Kent. I mean, before I moved to UK, really. It's just, this is near like 100, maybe 80, no, maybe more even. I think it's 100 something. And this is 20 or 30 quid with delivery? Excuse me? And yes, I know this is not the pinnacle of beauty among the furniture, but it stays in my workshop, right? And I feel nice with it. I feel nice surrounded by it. Again, maybe it's just trauma that I told you about. Do you care about furniture as I am? I don't know, for me for some reason it became so important when I was able to find what I like, and not just, well, we need something, we need a cabinet to store books, so it doesn't matter, it's just shelves, right? But when I have access to this, and here are my computer desks. Not quite here yet, but it's shaping up nicely. Well, this is it. I have a little bit of gardening area, but it's very small, and I don't think I need to waste your time showing you that. It's just pots and soil, and that's it mostly. It's kind of a full circle. Yes, my lovely working table that was a star on the previous episode. As you remember, you know all about it, right? I guess, I hope this was interesting video, because to be honest, again, I need to practice. Bear with me. And also, I don't feel quite well yet. I had some virus and it hit me, and now I have like dizzy head. Probably you can notice I'm not really exciting. Yeah, don't judge me, please. Spare me. I just need to film and film and become more comfortable in front of the camera. I know that's what I'm doing, and thank you for being with me and tolerate watching these attempts that I make. Thank you. I feel quite hungry. Alright, bye. I don't need to tell where. Henry, my hero Henry. The metal shells. Oh, my knee. Scotching boards in the renovation. Henry, a hero Henry. And now we're getting. Is that?